So let's solve this problem. So to evaluate the limits of these trigonometric functions, then from this given, so since pi is equal to 180 degrees, so therefore this pi over 6, so we have 180 degrees divided by 6, and this is equal to 30 degrees. Then to solve now for this limit, so take note that if x used as a variable, so this is the value for x, and if x used as an angle, this is the value for x. So for this 8x and x as a variable, so this becomes 8 then times pi over 6. Then we have tangent 2 times x, so x as an angle, so that's 30 degrees. Then to simplify, so this becomes 8 pi over 6, then tangent multiply, that's 60 degrees, then reduce, so this 8 and 6 divisible by 2, so this becomes 4 pi over 3. And for this tangent 60 degrees, so using the special triangles, the tangent 60 degrees, this is equal to square root of 3 over 1. So this times square root of 3 over 1 for tangent 60 degrees. Then to simplify, multiply. So since we cannot combine this whole number and a radical, so just copy. So this becomes 4 pi times the square root of 3 then over 3. So this is now the limit. Then for this given, so again pi is equal to 180 degrees divided by 4. So this is equal to 45 degrees. So for this limit, so we have two ways in solving this limit. So first, using the trigonometric identities, because the sine 2x is equal to 2 times sine x, then times cosine x, then over 4, then cosine x, then we can cancel this cosine x and reduce this 4 and 2. This is 1 half, so divisible by 2. So the numerator is 1 times sine x over the denominator is 2. Then substitute now the value for x, that's 45 degrees, because x as an angle, so this becomes sine 45 degrees over 2. Then since 45 degrees is a special triangle, and sine 45 degrees, this is equal to square root of 2 over 2. So substitute, so this sine 45, that's square root of 2 over 2, then over this denominator 2. Then to simplify, so we need to find the reciprocal of this denominator 2. So we just need to put denominator 1. So this becomes square root of 2 over 2, then times the reciprocal of 2 over 1. That's 1 over 2. So the limit is equal to square root of 2 over 4. Then the other way in solving this limit, so using the direct substitution, so this sine 2x becomes sine 2 times 45 degrees, then over 4, then cosine 45 degrees. Then to simplify, so this becomes sine 2 times 45, that's 90 degrees, then over 4. And this cosine 45 degrees, so using the special triangle, because cosine 45 degrees is the same as sine 45, that's square root of 2 over 2. So this becomes times square root of 2 over 2 for cosine 45 degrees. Then to simplify, so this sine 90 is equal to 1, then over 4 divided by 2, that's 2. So this becomes 2, then square root of 2. Then since the denominator contains a radical, so we need to rationalize, multiply both sides by square root of 2. So multiply, so this becomes square root of 2 over 2. Then square root of 2 times square root of 2, this is square root of 4. Then we have square root of 2 over 2 times square root of 2 is 2. So the limit is equal to square root of 2 over 4. So these are the two ways in solving for this limit. Then for this limit, so observe that the denominator is 1 minus sine x, and this pi over 2 is equal to 180 degrees divided by 2. That's 90 degrees. And sine 90 is 1, so this denominator becomes 0. So to solve for this limit, using the conjugate, so the conjugate of 1 minus sine x is 1 plus sine x, and also the numerator 1 plus sine x. Then to simplify, so we have 3 cosine x. And take note that this sine x times cotangent x, there is an identity, because using this figure, if we multiply the two functions, the result is the middle functions. So this is sine x, cosine x, tangent x, cotangent x, secant x, and cosecant x. So again, if we multiply these two functions, the result is the middle functions. So therefore, the sine x times cotangent x is equal to cosine x. So this becomes cosine x, then times 1 plus sine x, then over, so multiplying the conjugate, so this becomes 1 squared minus sine squared x. Then to simplify, so we have 3 cosine squared x, because cosine x times cosine x, that's cosine squared x, then times 1 plus sine x, then over this 1 minus sine squared x, so there is an identity that this 1 minus sine squared x, this is equal to cosine squared x. So therefore, this denominator becomes cosine squared x. Then to simplify, so we can cancel this cosine squared x. So the remaining is 3 times 1 plus sine x, and x as an angle, that's 90 degrees. Then we have 3 times 1 plus sine 90 degrees, that's 1. So therefore, the limit is equal to positive 6.